Hey y'all, Sade, the notary mentor here. So let me tell you, here's a quick tip. If you are doing a loan closing and the lender or the title company sends over documents and the certificate is not compliant for your state, it is your duty as the notary to first know your notary law and to make whatever corrections are necessary in order for the document to be compliant or the certificate to be compliant. For example, there's a particular lender, I do a lot of work with them, and like on the compliance agreement, they never have on this specific form, they never have the state and the county line. They never have it. They just have the jurat or the acknowledgement. I have to fill it in, sign it, and stamp it, but it never has the state and the venue. Per Oklahoma law, a certificate is not valid without the state and the venue, or the state and the county in which the notarization took place. So even though it's a lender document and it never may go to recording, it is still illegal for me to notarize a document that does not have the state and the county listed, even if it has the certificate language, even if it has the jurat or the acknowledgement, even if it has everything else. If it don't have that state and county, it is not notarizable. And so what I do is just in the top corner, right above the certificate, I write it in. I've never had any issues, any complaints, any redos. So it is your responsibility. If you have that loan package and that certificate is not compliant per your state, whether it has to be recorded or not, it is your duty as the notary, as a professional, to make it compliant for your state. Another thing that I always like to carry with me or have or even have, because sometimes I run out of them, is all-purpose acknowledgments. You can get a free all-purpose acknowledgement right PDF right off of like Google. If you just type in all-purpose acknowledgement and then put in your state PDF, you can find it downloadable for free, and that allows you to either do a jurat or an acknowledgement, to choose whichever one is applicable. Now in the state of Oklahoma, I cannot tell my client what type of jurat, or whether it's a jurat or acknowledgement. I can't do that. It's illegal, right? But this all-purpose acknowledgement lets you choose whichever, whether you want to do a jurat or an acknowledgement. It asks you for the type of document, how many pages is on the document, the date of the document, who's signing, are there any additional signers, of course the date, of course the state, the county. I've never had any problems when I've had to attach that additional all-purpose acknowledgement, because, for example, I had one lender and they have the mortgage document, but they have two separate, so if it's two signers, they'll have two separate acknowledgements for each signer. So each signer has their